Uh, I just want to make another quick video. This one's gonna be shorter. These people have made themselves, not they've made, but they really use nonsensicalness to the nth degree. But I just like to talk about it because when you hear out loud how obvious that these people are just so fraudulent is beyond. you know they want me to be this pedophile like persona. They want me to subscribe to this, and they do a lot of manipulation, a lot of fraudulency and bull BS. These people are filled with pedophiles. They actually have issue with pedophilia in this agency. I've talked about it. I've talked about this different DOD agent, the CIA agent. To the point where there was like they have like FBI stints where they're trying to catch pedophiles, and so they have like FBI pretend to be like 14 year FBI agent pretending to be 14 years old and be in chat rooms, and they didn't even catch they would the CIA agents start interacting with this man that was trying to get with a 14-year-old person. In reality, this was not a 14-year-old. It was an agent who's playing a 14-year-old. So you understand, this is how you would catch a pedophile. You present yourself as somebody who's an underage, and these pedophiles would try to go for it, and then they would, that's how you get them. Now, understand, these idiots are trying to make me subscribe to this thing using the most illogical ways, right? And understand, because these people know who I am. They know that's not me. But they want me to subscribe to this. And they're like, oh my gosh, they saw this. Oh, that's proof. Oh. And it is so illogical, and it's so stupid. But what they do, they use these childlike people who are supposed to make me subscribe to it. And that's proof. And the funny thing is, like, there's not even interest. There's one thing they did. I went to this place. It was a theater here. And then me and my date go to a date to get drinks. There's a stand where they sell alcohol and other things. And there's like a bartender who serves drinks, and you can go downstairs and get those drinks. So I go downstairs, right? As I'm going downstairs, mind you, at that point I already drank, and there's somebody who's waiting for the bartender to make them something or to do something. She's this person. She's with somebody else, and she's waiting for the bartender to do something. She's waiting. She has like a credit card in her hand, and the bartender is doing something, and I don't know what it is, but it looks like she's obviously waiting for a drink. Now, is she truly waiting for a drink? Who knows? But that's what it looks like. That's what it's presented as. And I can feel myself. They have the ability to kind of take over you a little bit. So this technology has control, can manipulate you and make you do things that you can feel sometimes that it's just something made me feel this way. Now, let me just say that in my life, I have many times looked at a woman in a sexual way, or quote unquote checked a woman out. I'm not perfect. I'm going to say this. I've looked at a woman in a sexual way. But I felt like I was being forced to do that. Now, this person was presenting themselves as like an adult. They're waiting for a drink at a bar. But as I feel me being kind of taken over and like making me look up and down in a way I would like check somebody out, I look at her and I'm like, it's, I have no interest. Not to say, let me just say, I don't want to be judgmental of people. I'm not perfect. I'm not somebody who's like, I don't think I'm this beautiful listen, but it's just like, it was like, yeah. And she kind of looked like she could look past be like almost underage. I don't know. It's those cases where you don't, like, you won't know 100%. Well, she if they tell me like she's 22, I'm like, okay, I believe it. She's telling me like she's 17, I'll believe, like, I can, either way it can go. Like, I can see it. She's kind of bigger set, not skinny, but I don't want to. It's not even about that. It's like, I have no interest. They just, you don't know. Like, it's somebody who give age range of like 17 to 22, 23, like that age range. I don't know. It can go either way. And because she's at the bar, or she looks like she's about to get a drink, it looks like she's an adult. Because where she is, she's waiting for a drink. They make drinks. So usually when they make drink, you have to wait for the person to make the drink. Now, was she pretending to wait for an alcoholic drink? Maybe. But to them, it's like, you see, I have proof. I'm like, I'm not even interested in that person. I can see her posing and looking at me, And I can feel my eyes now. They try to create stimulation. This is what they make me feel. Naturally, this person will not do anything to me in any ways. Could look her up and down and round and round. They will not do anything. Not to insult this person. Let me just say, I'm not here to judge people by the way they appear. I don't think people will look at me and be like, But let's just say that I will not have fun. I will not find interest in her. Not to say she's not a good looking or bad looking, but let's just say that to me it was not something that I would be interested in. It will be, and not sorry, not to say something. It won't be somebody that I will be interested in. Now, but I felt them try to force me to look her up and down and give me like a way to just kind of look her up like try to make me like check her out. That's the only way I can say it. I can feel that. And they're like, now they try to kind of make you feel guilty for the things that control you. And you hear these people outside, they're going to rape you because they want me to subscribe to it. They have no shame. One, they know I'm not interested in this person. Two, I know they can manipulate me to do things. They've done that to babies. Like, can you imagine forcing? The reason why they do that to little kids is because they want to create some nasty stimulation to those kids. And these people are so sad. By the way, this is a person waiting for drinks, or look like she's waiting for drinks at the bar stand. She's just standing there in front of the cashier, the bartender. There's a guy behind her. And they're waiting for a drink. So you understand, they try to even present themselves as adults. You understand how pathetic these people. Now, I understand these people are not here to catch me and whatever. They try to create me as something I'm not. These people are actually the pedophiles. These people truly have pedophilia issues. These people are the people that need to catch. Me, they try to play with this BS. It's like they are. It's like, listen, I was not even interested in this person. But I understand you can manipulate me this way. That day, they did something to me. I haven't been the same since. Because they made me like lose conscious, not even conscious, but like I stepped wrong and something happened. So they can control that. But the sad part is, listen, by the way, let me show you how obvious things get. They have the ability to control you and make you feel like you feel like something have taken over you.
Ankles. I get ringing in my ears that's pitched. It's like they pitch it. I get pulsing sensations in my body. I get an electrical current, an electrical sensation that goes up and down through my body and can be isolated to different parts of my body. I get severe tingling on the soles of my feet. I'm almost done. It's almost like being electrocuted, and the first time I experienced this was walking into a bank. I get buzzing sensations on the soles of my feet and individual toes. I also get facial manipulations, just to name a few of the things that happen to me. I feel as though I am being roboticized. These are very strange occurrences, and I would like for all the target...
You heard the last part. I feel like I'm being roboticized. Meaning she feels like somebody's just like taking care, like she's like becoming a robot, like somebody's controlling her, like as if she's a robot. So it's kind of what I felt like. And then I was also drinking, so I felt like something just like took over me. Not even took, but it just felt like forced. Now, at the same time, this individual presented herself as if she's an adult. She's at a bar waiting for a drink, or look like she's waiting for a drink. Now, is that true? I don't know. And the truth is, there's other stuff you can get, like water or whatever, but they don't have to make it for you. You can just grab it, they give it to you. You don't have to wait for it. But she was waiting, as if the bartender was making the drink. This is what happened. The bartender makes the drink, then they pay for it, and they go. And that's what it looks like. So this person is trying to present herself as an adult, and then they try to manipulate me into like looking her up and down, and I'm like, I'm not even interested when I look her up and down, and you hear these people in the hallway, you are pedo, like trash, you're a fucking pedophile. We know this shit. I know this is even this kid, whatever she is, adult or whatever, will not do anything to you. I'm sorry, and I feel bad because at the same time, I was like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, you will not do anything to me. I will not be interested in you. Not to say that I'm better than you, but to just say I'm not interested. I'm sorry. So whatever you try to create, I know me. Like this person will not do anything to me. But on top of that, you try to even present yourself as an adult, so I can be less I can be less on guard because I know they can control me. So what happens is now is like I look up because I know they can control my eyes. They can control where I look and how I look at things. They can make me look up and down like it's nothing. But if you look like an adult, I don't care what they do to me. If not even if you look, if you're in an environment where I believe you're an adult, they're gonna chew. That's why she tried to present herself as an adult, so they can control me. But she never even does. Like, I'm sorry. Even if you're an adult, I will not be interested in. But you understand the rationale in their mind. And then they talk about they're gonna rape you. They're gonna do same old shit. You're just trying to make me subscribe to it. You idiots, bunch of low life pedophiles. They'll try to force people to have these pedophilia things. And you tell me what's gonna happen to me because you think that's gonna be like proof. When in reality, you guys are a bunch of pedophiles. Do you understand how stupid it is? Like, imagine you try to catch somebody who's a pedophile. You don't say, hey, this person is an adult. Oh, they look like an adult. Go to a bar, get some alcohol. That's where pedophiles go to pick up kids. It's imbecile. These people are, but I understand. That's not what they're doing. They're trying to make me think like, they have so much proof. Look at this proof. And on top of that, they control you. These people debilitate. It's like, we have proof. I know what they know about that. This is not what they do. They know who I am. They know this is not me. So what they're gonna do is like, okay, the best way to try to make it even look like something like this, let's go to like a club where there's adults, a place where there's an adult environment. Maybe go grab an alcohol drink or look like you're gonna get drinks like alcohol, where adults would be, and have somebody who's not an adult, or maybe somebody who might not be an adult. That's how we got him. It's comical. And they're gonna rape you. They're gonna do this. You are paid. One, the person, whoever she is, listen, I'm saying that because her is somebody where I'm like, you know what? I can see you being, I can see it. Like, I can see you being like a 22 and a 17-year-old or 18, like something like that. I can see, like, he's like, I would have to card you for sure. Like, I won't know, like, exactly. But you did not interest me. And the funny thing is, like, initially, like, them controlling me to look her up and down, I'm like, not interested at all. But I'm looking at her, and she has, like, the guy she's with, like, this. Anyways. And they try to force me. And they're like, so what do you look up and down? Because you can control this. And me, I let myself go when I'm in an environment where I believe there's only adults. Or she's an adult, whatever. Okay. That's that. They control, they robotize you. They manipulate you to do these things. Not interested in her? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Apologies. I don't mean to disrespect you, but I'm not interested and I will not be interested. You're not somebody I would be interested in. It's just something about her that I was like, ugh. Not if you're sorry. She's not a bad-looking person. Please, I don't want to sound like that. Let's just say that I'm being forced to see her in an interesting way when I'm not interested in her. There's something about it that's just like, it's just not for me. Not for me. Like, it's just not me. You know, you don't, like, I don't see me being with you. I can't even imagine that. But they can make me imagine that. And there's nothing wrong with her. She's not an ugly person. It's just not for me. But you got to understand, they're forcing me to see you in this way. Try to make me look at you in this way. You're not somebody who will make me want to look at you up and down or check you out. You're not that. I'm sorry, but they can make me do that. Now, she can actually be an adult. I'm not. This is some people that go either way. And on top of that, you gotta understand, they're trying to. She was waiting for drinks, or she looked like she was waiting for drinks. She could have gotten like bars or water. They have that. They have canes, but she won't have to wait. They give her here, and that's it. But if she waits there, it means the bartender is making the drink, which is what happened. They make the drink, and then you pay, and that's that. Or then you get the drink, and then you go. So you see, they're trying to present themselves as adults. So I can be like relaxed and let my guard down, and they can do their thing, and they go, how old is she? Oh my God. And that's that. To them is how they're investigating. No, they're not trying to investigate. They try to make you subscribe. And then even if you're not interested, they're gonna force you to try to create an interesting thought about her. There's nothing. You know what they try to do? They're making me think if I was younger, if I was around her age, how would I perceive her? If I was like in the age group that she in, how would I, if I was 18, 19 years old or something like that, how would I imagine her? That's how they would have to do. Can you imagine? I'm like, no, you would not, you would do nothing to me, naturally. Maybe if it was your age, perhaps, but you don't, you don't do anything to me. And you gotta be strong, because their job is to make you accept these pedophilia things, and they're gonna do whatever they can do. So, whatever's gonna happen to me, I know that I didn't subscribe to it. You manipulated me. You made yourself retarded. You did all these things, and you guys are the pedophiles. I'm so sad. It's so sad. It's so pathetic. It is pathetic. It is as pathetic as it gets. And of course, you don't know how pathetic it is until you hear me talk about it. So to all my target individuals, they have no shame to make themselves embarrassing. They have no self-respect. Can you imagine this to them is proof? They know they know they can manipulate me. They make me say things, make me react certain ways. They even try to make themselves, they try to present people who perhaps are, who knows, maybe underage, try to present themselves as adults. To then say, oh my gosh, you see that, so I can have my guard down and I can do these things. They have no shame. And they want me to look at them. And I tell them, say the name of that person. You see? That's magic. That's magic, right? Why can't you say his name? And I'm saying the person that's, because they know better. This reality and this reality they've created. I'm not letting them just live in this reality they've created. They're gonna have to feel. They're gonna live the true, like, full reality. I'm not letting them live their fantasy.